The business community has raised a number of objections to the government's plan to fix a price for carbon from July next year. Some of the aspects business is concerned about include a lack of detail, the impact on costs and a possible deterioration in Australia's competitive position in the global economy. Andrew Robertson reports.
The Prime Minister may believe the time is right for a price on carbon, but that's not how large chunks of the business community see it.
Our experience is big business will get this right to their advantage, and they'll pass all their costs on to small business. Our experience is the red tape for small business will be complicated and difficult to follow, and our experience is we'll be asked to do things that aren't possible.
And Peter Strong is not alone in his concerns. Australia's biggest business lobby group, the Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, is worried about the impact on the competitiveness of business.
We actually think it takes a pretty large stick to the economy, to business and households. Our main concern is that we're acting unilaterally on this and entrenching higher energy prices where our competitors aren't facing the same carbon price impost.
Greg Evans says the government needs to slow down and wait for the rest of the world to catch up.
By imposing a unilateral carbon price prior to international action, it's neither environmentally effective and it will cause economic pain. In fact, put us in a inferior position to actually deal with the impact of climate change.
The Business Council of Australia, which represents Australia's biggest companies, is focusing on what wasn't in the Prime Minister's statement. It says until the details are known, business will not be in a position to evaluate what's proposed, nor will it be given any greater certainty for future investment. What Julia Gillard did announce was that the price on carbon will start from July next year. It will be fixed for up to 5 years, then replaced with a cap and trade system. Agricultural emissions initially will not be included.
The investments our industry makes have 20, 30, 40-year lives. And it's a very, very clear signal that all future decisions have to price carbon into it.
As an energy provider, Grant King is literally at the coalface on the carbon issue. He says the key to whether the carbon price works will be the level at which it's set.
If we're talking about change in investment decisions, and that has to be the first important step in reducing carbon emissions, we've got to build less carbon-intensive plants. Our view is you'll need a price around $20, $25 at a minimum to do that. So a price at that level would clearly, as I say, flag we must make different investment decisions. If one wants to accelerate the rate of carbon reduction and cause more fuel substitution, less carbon-intensive fuels for more carbon-intensive fuels, that will require a higher price again.
The government's release of some of the details of its planned carbon trading scheme overshadowed Origin Energy's first half earnings result. After purchasing a large chunk of the New South Wales electricity sector and writing off some exploration costs, Origin plunged into the red to the tune of nearly $140 million. Underlying earnings, though, were still very strong, although they were also down on the previous corresponding period.
Well, you're seeing steady growth across the operating divisions, and a particular highlight was the retail side due to very strong margins there.
The market had some concerns about Origin's results, marking the stock down 3.5%.